Hi, welcome to the Bradcast. Bradley J here. Is Facebook Marketplace just like a pool of scammer piranha? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll tell you my most recent story. I do want to let you know I have a really good travel channel on YouTube. It's Bradley J Travel, and a radio show that's coming up tomorrow, but you can catch it anytime on Mixcloud. It's called Ignore the Machine, so search Ignore the Machine for Mixcloud. Now, one more thing. This entire outfit comes from, except for the hat, comes from Rick Walker's. I just want to point out, they're my friends. They're down on Newbury Street. Then they have cool clothes. And this shirt they gave me because I walked in all soaking wet because I fell in the Charles River during a sailing lesson in October. They said, "You're going to die." So I said, and they gave me the shirt, which is nice. And also they have the coolest bandanas. And this is my holiday bandana, a gift from Walker's. And I'm going to wear it in the entire month to be in the holiday spirit. And you know what put me in the holiday spirit? Shannon, my wife, just made such a wonderful meal. And we hung out with just the three of us, her brother David, Shannon, and me. And it was so great. And then we came home and watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But back to Facebook. I have this bridge lamp that I was trying to sell. It's old, I was trying to sell it for $50. Put it on Facebook Marketplace, and was immediately swarmed by scammers. Tell me, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of. Let me fix up this setting here. There's a little bit of weirdness in my camera. That's not good. There we go. Right? Yeah. So, I don't know what to do. I never had these problems on Craigslist. Craigslist, you put it up there, they want it, they don't, they come get it. I meet them at some some neutral location. They either want it or they don't. Cash only. Facebook, it's a swarm. You know what it reminds me of is when you throw some meat in a pool filled with piranha and they're just trying to eat it up. Is this me or do you have this experience too? It is so dangerous, I believe, to go on Facebook Marketplace. I got one particular interaction. Had to be a scam. What do you think? It was a person with some sort of neutral name. It could have been a man or a woman or anywhere in between. Don't know. And the person said, the standard line is this still available? That seems, I don't know. Right there, that gives me pause because it seems so generic. Is this still available? I just picture some scammer just hitting. Is this still available? Any new thing? Bleep, 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 bleep. And then I go, yes. And the person said, would you accept blank dollars? And I said, yes. And then I set up a meeting place, even. But then the person said, do you accept Venmo? I said, cash only. And this person said, I don't have access to any cash. That seems like BS. I said, okay, sorry. And then the person said, here's a link to set up a Venmo account. Like, oh man, that screams shady, right? Immediately shutting down. Hold on here. Happy Thanksgiving, Bradley. Phil Kate. Very interesting guy. El Rastro, which is a marketplace in Madrid, is more organized than Facebook Marketplace. He says. Yeah, but El Rastro is not going to drain your bank account dry. So, hold on. And I said, scam. I replied, scam. And the person said, oh, no, not at all. Oh, no, I just don't have access to any cash. Check this out. It's Thanksgiving and the ATMs are closed. No, they're not. Everyone knows they don't close. They don't close. They're always locked. You have your card to let you in. They don't close. They don't all of a sudden make your card not work. It could be a wildly ignorant person, or more likely a scammer. And I feel like so many of them, forget it. You got to watch your ass, or they will get you. It's super dangerous. Deal in cash only. And if anybody doesn't want to deal in cash, say sayonara. Gee whiz. So I'm asking, is it me, or do you feel the same way? Craigslist, I may go back to Craigslist. Does it even exist? Is it the equivalent of MySpace now? Facebook Marketplace. I mean, let's face it. Facebook's a cesspool. Do you want to sell your stuff in a cesspool? I don't know. And another thing is that it feels like that scammers could be caught, could be hunted down, prevented, if anybody had the will to do so. Anybody contacting you, right, has an IP address. Now, is that hidden with a virtual IP address? Or can that be hidden? Also, this person didn't have a picture. How trusting are you? I know if you're young, you don't know any other way. Maybe you're smart enough not to get scammed. For old people, they don't have a spidey sense when it comes to scam. I'm pretty old. I have I'd say 3/4 spidey sense, but sometimes scammers will do this. They will send something that'll make you panic, like your bank account has been breached. You need to go here and do this immediately, or you will lose all your money. That is a scam. Of course, there's your Grammy, this is little Bobby. I'm being held hostage. You need to send $5 million in gift cards or $3,000 in gift cards, or they're going to kill me. Gift cards? Oh, good God. So I'm very disappointed in Facebook Marketplace. I think what I might do is just do like an auction right here and hold up the stuff and talk about it. Like I have this radio. Can I share it? I don't want to bore you with a failed screen share. I haven't screen shared in a long time on this application, so I won't mess with it. But if I had it with me, I could hold it up and say, okay, will anybody give me $100 for this? What it is a radio CD player. It's shaped like it looks like a jukebox with lit up arches on it and a little window in the front shaped like where the CD goes in. It's really cool. But I have a small apt and I don't have room for this crap, and you can't have everything. And I'm tired of it. It's real cool, but if I had a big house, I would keep it, but I don't. I'm kind of going minimal. Phil Cates says, when I get scammy calls, oh yeah, I keep them on the line as long as I can. Every minute they're with me, there is a minute they're not stealing someone's grandmother's money. That's a good idea. Yeah. And I don't even know what happens when you report somebody on Facebook. Right. Doesn't it kind of mess with your head that your bank account can be drained? It does happen. And if somehow you have decided to share any information that was that caused that, you're on the hook for that. They're not going to give you your money back. or they're a lot less likely to if they find out. Well, I gave them my information. Right, your Venmo's attached to your bank account, right? If you're setting up some Venmo account from a link someone sent you, you can't do that. I don't even do Venmo. What do I do? Well, I have one method I use, and I just use that, and I don't mess around with others. I like cash. Yeah, call me old. I dig cash. I definitely use convenient methods when it's, a lot of times. Of course, you need to buy stuff online. I'd even buy a car online, actually, to avoid the pressure of a salesperson. You know the car you want. You know what they cost. You know the features. They pull it up. And I'd even sell my car online. What is it? What's that place that does that? They give you a price. No messing around. I kind of like that. So that's it for today. I just wanted to see if you agree with me that Facebook Marketplace is like a piranha tank of scammers. Oh, and one other quick thought. You know what I urge you to get YouTube Premium and urge you not to watch TV news. TV news really hurts. It hurts. It's bad for your mind and your body. Their job is to scare you, to raise your blood pressure, to freak you out. You don't need that in your life. What do you need to know that you need to watch TV news for? Local news, one thing. Radio news, local, okay. TV news, what do I need to know? I get that there is a war in between Israel and Palestine. I get there's a war in Ukraine. I get that. I don't need to see the daily update. It hurts. It's terrible. The human body, the human mind was not designed to withstand the pain of everything happening in the world at once. It's not made that way. It'll kill you. People have stressful jobs. They leave them. Leave your stressful TV as well. I know this is off the thing here. Ralph Fecto. Wow. Ralph Fecto. So, Ralph, I drove by your old house. Don't mention the town. But I drove by your old house with my two brothers on Sunday. It was one of the best days of my life. We went to see some family heritage sites. Don't say my actual name, Ralph. Some heritage sites. Then we went to the best place on earth, my favorite bar ever. It was a Polish-American club in a very small rural town. I don't want to tell you the name of it because I don't want people swarming there. But it was so humble, and the people there were so friendly and real and cool, and hello to fish. And, they signed us in. It was not easy to get in. Finally, they let me in, and my two brothers in. We had one beer and left. I loved it so much. Then we went to see the town we grew up in rural New Hampshire. And Ralph, we drove right by your house. It's still there. I will say that the town is kind of sad. It looks kind of beat down. And I don't know if it looked beat down back then, but I don't think so. There seems to be a lot of new driveways where they just bulldoze the driveway and plop down some mobile home. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And super sad, the house that my grandfather grew up in, which is across the street, across the field from... Now, my grandfather didn't grow up in it, but it's where he lived when I knew him, right across the field. It had been turned into a terrible, terrible trash heap. The building, the barn, the house were run down. There's vehicles, the whole vehicles up on, just abandoned vehicles scattered around. Have you ever watched Squidbillies? It was a Squidbilly house. Oh my God, my grandfather used to keep it nice, and it's cattle, and there was a field where the cattle would graze, and then a lane where the cattle would walk, huge garden, beautiful trees, big lawn, And it all gone to crap. It was real sad, Ralph. Anyway, good to see you doing, well, you look like you're doing pretty well there, Ralph. I'm going to hang it up now, but the main gist of this was, I don't trust Facebook. I don't trust Facebook Marketplace at all. But that's me. That's my humble opinion. You do what you want, but I will say, be aware. No, Ralph, that was not on the corner. So remember where my house was, and then the school, and then behind the school, like behind the playground of the school was a place. It was that place. That's inside baseball. Nobody else knows where that is, and I don't want them to know. I'm going to end now. A reminder, big show tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic. 2 o'clock, WZBC 90.3. Or anybody can get it on Mixcloud because I post at the same time. I post simultaneously. Mixcloud. Search Ignore the Machine. The show's called Ignore the Machine. And also, there is the Bradley J. Travel Channel. And very sadly, there's a video there, which I'm very proud of the old city of Jerusalem. The 4 quarters of the old city of Jerusalem. And I'm afraid to post it because the internet is such a cesspool that somebody will find a way to, woke it or demonize it for being political or something. One side or the other side will find a way to politicize it. Or they'll just say, oh, that's inappropriate, it's too soon or something. So I'm not going to post it up on Facebook, but it does exist because it has existed since July. If you really want to see what the old city of Jerusalem looks like, it's a good one. And I'm very careful to not do stuff that I hate when I watch other travel videos. It's not a selfie. It's not a video selfie. Me here and me here and me here and me. It's also not just walking. I don't like that either, really. Till somebody will do a 3-hour video of just walking, kablunk, kablunk, kablunk. That's okay, except they walk through the boring parts. What else do I not like? Well, that's enough. Coming up is a new video on Venice. And it's going to concentrate on Christmas in Venice. And it's going to concentrate on cozy-looking bars and restaurants. Not the greatest food, just cozy-looking places to hang. It's going to be Venice and Bologna. Let's see. Phil says no. Okay. I agree. No. And there we go. Maybe a show on family history. Yeah. That's right. It's funny about family history. Like people watch those shows, the genealogy shows, that one on PBS with the Professor Gates. Is it Professor Gates? People feel better about themselves if they were from the Mayflower or whatever, or they have an ancient history, or their great-great-great-grandfather was a general or somebody important. You got to remember that you don't get any credit. No one gets any credit for having celebrated ancestors. It's all you. You don't. Your equity does not go up at all. Henry Louis Skip Gates. That's right. Henry Louis Skip Gates. Your stock doesn't go up at all because of who your parents or grandparents or were. None. You're judged. You should be judged on you. And if you go prancing around talking about, your ancestors and how that makes you better, then that's not cool. I guess that's it. I start out with one thing and then I keep going. What time did I start this? 12:30? It's already 20 minutes. So that should do it. For those of you who enjoy the audio podcast, I'm now posting these to an audio podcast, which is on Buzzsprout. What a jerky name, right? But it's The show's officially called The Bradcast, like broadcast. I experimented with Ignore the Machine. It never felt right when I said it, especially if there's a guest. Hi, this is our special guest, Michael Coyne, or blah, blah, blah. And I said, this is Ignore the Machine. It doesn't feel right. So it's The Bradcast, B-R-A-D, capital C-A-S-T, The Bradcast. So if you go to Buzzsprout, you prefer the audio, do that. A lot of people seem to do it. I probably would too, because you could listen in the car. All right, thanks, Phil, and Ralph, and Ralph, and Annette, and all for hanging out. TTF.